Yeah.
The pool is
So we just came
currently
in
very active.
the entryway, and then this is, what do you call this
We call
room?
this the living room.
Okay.
And this is the issue where this skylight came on the market in the early 70s. And when I saw it, I said, I gotta have that skylight. And of course, that required a flat roof. So the permit drawings have a pitched roof on them, but lo and behold, we ended up with a flat roof because of that skylight. Anyway,
Turn the lights on so we can see the office? Or?
I have an office back here that's unfortunately a little messy right now. But it's my idea of sitting there and being able to watch the fireplace. And there's a little door that comes out and I can close it off so that
Oh, yeah.
nobody has to see it in here. Now this is my picture gallery of the kids. And I normally have about 100 more framed pictures in here. But our real estate agent said you need to declutter. So we put most of them away.
Okay. Do you want to talk about these sketches?
Well, those little sketches there, my partner insisted that I display them. I had them in a drawer for many, many years, but they were done in 1972. And they're my initial ideas about the house before the final working drawings were put together. But I had this idea about the 120-degree angle that we talked about earlier. And one thing led to another, and the sketch on the far right probably is closer to the idea that finally evolved. Some of the earlier ones had a swimming pool indoors, but not in the location that it currently is. That's what some of the circle features are there. But anyway, of course, when the house was built, there was no pool, and so that little sketch there on the right probably was one of the last ones that was done. But just for fun, he bought me the frames, and he said, Pete, you got to put them up. And so there they are. But I spend a lot of time in here. I do all my paperwork, and whatever writing I'm doing or drawing I'm doing, it's done in here. So,
I'm going to take a
yeah.
shot just to be able to see your view, because you would sit in this chair and face out at the fireplace.
That currently is not lit, but that's okay.
That's all right.
So,
And the yard. And you can just see the corner of the cabin where there's Christmas lights in the way.
in the summer, of course, there's deck tables and chairs and flowers. It's quite pretty in the summertime.
Yep. And this room, I think one of the interesting things to talk about is how the house has changed over the years. This has always been an office. That was in the original drawings.
This was always the living room.
This is always living room.
But the room to the right was our master bedroom.
Yep.
And the idea was we could lay down in our bed and watch the fireplace. And over time, as children grew and moved out, and we moved down to other parts of the house with our bedroom, because my wife, being from Sweden, wanted an outside window. And of course, when the pool was added, we lost the ability to have an outside window to open. So you'll see if we continue our little tour.
Actually, can I ask about this furniture? Because this furniture has been here as long as I can remember.
This furniture we bought when we were in the high-rise on Sheridan Road.
Oh, really?
In the first years of our marriage. And it's the longest, I think, owned furniture in the house.
Yeah.
The couch, these two chairs, the little table here, and the end tables. There was an outfit called Scandinavian Design that still has a store on Dempster.
Sure.
But the owner, R.V. Colleen, was a friend of mine, and he grew his little empire into 65 stores throughout the country.
Wow.
And was knighted by the Norwegian king. And he went belly up when some financial changes happened in the world. But that's where we bought the Scandinavian furniture. This is all made in Denmark, and we love it very much. I know we'll have it the rest of our life, even if everything else goes by the wayside. We'll have this
Sure.
this set.
Do you know what kind of wood it is? What kind of leather it is?
It's Just leather, down filled with teak tables.
Okay.
And a lot of the teak is solid, and of course today most of it is veneer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I think, very stylish, and
Yeah.
we've enjoyed it a lot. So
Yeah, it's
it will
amazing that
it
it's
will
still.
always be part of our adult life.
Yeah.
Let me turn this light off.
I missed this little piece over here.
The story about our master
Yeah.
bedroom is fun in that as we converted it, we put a Murphy bed in, and come holiday time, the kids use it as a fifth bedroom in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we have a wet bar in there, so we have called it the library without books because it's still waiting for me to install the bookshelves on either side of the Murphy bed, and it's on my to-do list. So in the meantime,
How long is your to-do list?
my list is always long.
Right.
And
What about-
what I like about my to-do list is I'm never bored. Every day I have something to do.
If you had to give an estimate in the number of years, how many years of to-dos do you have to do?
Well, you know, if I really put my mind to it, another couple of years.
Okay. That's good.
But the house is probably in better condition and
was gonna
shape
say,
today than it's ever been in.
It's probably shorter than
And
it's shorter to-do list. than
Decks
that.
are updated, the roof is updated. It's amazing how some things get older without you even realizing it. I didn't think the carpeting was 12 years old, but it is. So probably that would be on the list of things that will get replaced in the future. But the pool was redone in 1996, along with all the bathrooms and the kitchen. So even though we originated the house in '72, at least half the house is half that age.
You can go.
He's gonna, did you stop it?
Yeah, I can stop.
Because he's